afternoon, folks. It's Christine here, and I'm still in beautiful Brighton, Alpine, Victoria. And I've continued the fun of visiting op shops, and I've got a freshly laundered haul of goodies to share with you. So I know probably not all of you are into the haul videos, but I know some of you do like to see what we can find at op shops and get your own inspiration of the types of products you might be able to repurpose. I'm just going to briefly adjust the camera a smidge so it's a tiny bit straighter. So the op shops that I visited a few days ago were in Myrtleford and also in Beechworth. I went to the Beechworth Salvos. So on the table I've got a beautiful cotton vintage tablecloth with a great check on it, check or plaid, not sure which it is, with pinks and blues, purples, greens. So that's fantastic. I think it might have a tiny bit of staining somewhere on it, which will mean that it's no longer good to be a tablecloth. So that will be, yeah, cut off, and it's just so soft, so lovely. And being a cotton, it's just going to be really lovely to use in my slow stitching projects, and plenty of it as well, because it's quite a big, it's folded 4 times over here. Here's another one I got. I haven't ironed anything, so please excuse the wrinkles. But I absolutely love this one. Let's get it the right way up. Now this one, I'm not sure if you can see, it's got a tiny little hole down here, and there might be some other little holes. So again, that gives me free rein to be using it in my slow stitch. And it's got a lyrebird on it, which you can tell by the tail there, the sort of lyrebird, and it's the shape of a lyrebird. So that's lovely. And then it's got like 2 little, I think they're meant to be eggs maybe, or maybe just little bits of shrub. Sorry, you probably can't see that just down there. So that's on a purple and white gingham. And then in the corners on this, it's got butterflies. So it's all just been done in tiny little bits of cross stitch on the little checks on the gingham fabric. And right around the edge, there's a beautiful border with red, and it looks like, yeah, the same black that's been used elsewhere on it. So it's got a border where they've done little crosses, cross stitch all the way around. So that's a really lovely piece. So yeah, the other corners also have those butterflies, so all of those can be used in the stitchery as well as the border pieces. So from a tablecloth like this, you can get a lot of useful stuff, as well as then the bits of fabric that haven't been stitched on. You could even have your own go at doing your own cross stitch on it. And so yeah, there's another little hole down here that you can see. So obviously someone's sort of thought, well, that's had its life as a tablecloth, but it can definitely have another life again, being repurposed into other stitch projects, whether it's slow stitch or other projects like making a bag or a cushion cover or something like that. This is a bit of fun. It's a tapestry style. It's not, I think it's possibly a synthetic, but again, it's going to be really great to just be able to use sections of this in my stitchery. So it's got flowers and grapes, flowers, leaves on it on a cream background, and then just got that sort of, yeah, the woven effect on the back. In fact, sometimes I quite like the backs of them, because you get even more of the colour on there as well. And then someone has, it must have just been a rectangular one, and someone's sewn it so that it's got the little pointy ends on it. So that will definitely be able to be used. This one's lovely, and I knew at the time that it felt really nice in the shop, and it was only when I got it home and was folding it after washing it that I found that it's Irish linen. So it's a Lidl's Irish linen piece. So I haven't ironed anything. So it's really lovely and textural, beautiful feel of linen. Got a lovely weave to it. Just bring it up so you can have a closer look at the camera. So that's beautiful, and that doesn't seem to have any faults in it. So, and all of these were literally probably 20 cents, 50 cents. I think this whole bundle of doilies and things, they were all a couple of dollars, I think, based on what they charged me. So absolute bargains. This one's a machine embroidered little doily, but I liked the outside lace, which I'll be able to use sections of that as well. Again, there's no staining or holes, but I think it's a newer sort of produced piece, so I don't mind using it in my stitchery. This one's hand done, and just the work is just so intricate. So again, you can, I could either use it as a sort of a background piece in something, or I can cut sort of, sections out of it. And then some more doilies, which are probably a bit crinkly because I did chuck them in the dryer here to give them a quick dry. So again, you can cut out that sort of central piece, or you could even use some of the triangles. They could make little Christmas trees, for example. So with your doilies, you just want to look to get a really good variety of different shapes that you can use. Again, some of these doilies have no faults in them whatsoever. So they'll probably go into my sort of save until I need them and those particular designs in my stash. But again, each of these sort of central elements can be cut out, and then you can use these outer areas for other purposes as well in your slow stitch. Beautiful little bit of hand embroidery with a little hand edged, I think that's crochet edging around the outside, so nice green. Again, that can be repurposed, and then a beautiful cotton or linen fabric. Excuse some wrinkles again. This one is a bit of fabulous 70s, 60s. So I'm not sure if it was originally like a little cover for something. So if it would have originally hung down as a cover over something. But I definitely don't have anything as brightly coloured as that in my doily stash. So again, you can use that central piece, but I think I'll also find a purpose for these other really colourful bits. Don't know what yet, but we'll keep it in the stash, and I'm sure we'll tap into it at some point. And then another beautiful just little hand embroidered little flowers there, daffodils possibly. And then again, that beautiful crochet edge work around the outside, and just a lovely linen. So it's funny in the op shops, sometimes you get an op shop that has a lot of doilies, like the Myrtleford one did, and then the Salvos had the embroideries in Beechworth. And the Myrtleford one, I'll show you in a moment, had lots of pillowcases that in beautiful fabrics that will be great to repurpose. So another lovely doily, and with the doilies it's good to get ones of different colours. So you can see here we've got an off-white and then a white, so you can get lots of variety in the colours. So it's another one there. Let's put the side. That's another one. And so this one's got lots of different designs in it as well. So they're sort of almost like daisy shapes, and then got other little sort of swirling flowers. So you can get a lot of different designs, and then it's got another different piece in the very middle as well. Almost looks like a little pansy or something. Okay. And then another one with a beautiful little double flower. And this one's interesting. It's got two tone or possibly actually three tones. So that's one colour, and then there's sort of the off-white interspersed with it as well. And then here, another one. This one I think has got a bit of staining, or is it possibly just, no, that's a bit of staining. It's not the variation of colour through it. Again, a different design of flowers, so it gives you lots of variety. Very little delicate piece here, handmade swirl. It's a lovely swirling effect on that, and that it almost looks like netting this. So I'm not sure if that's a different type of handiwork. And then we've got, I think this one is machine done, and it might even be on it doesn't feel totally like a cotton, so it might even be on a polyester, but I thought that was a cheery little flower there. I'll just fold those as I go. doilies out of the way. And then another little hand-stitched one with a little flower, little pink flower. And then I've got a few of these ones which are just a little appliqued yellow flower there. And again, a really nice cotton for those. So 3 of those came together. Another beautiful bit of embroidery. Again, on a really nice, slightly thicker woven piece. So it's got the crosses and then got flowers and little bits of like petal coming off the flowers. So yeah, different to anything that I've got. And then the cross design on it, as well as then the crochet edging. And then over here we've got a beautiful cutwork piece. Again, beautiful soft linen, obviously being a well-loved piece, but just yeah, all the work that's gone into that, and can't go past something like that. Now, on to some of probably the newer items, although some of them could have been around for a while. Pillowcases are a great resource for fabric if you're doing slow stitch or smaller projects, because they'll give you a very decent amount. Often, you do have to check they're a nice soft cotton, and sometimes they might have a little stain, or maybe someone's just got sick and tired of that particular design for their own bed, and so they send it to the op shop. So this one's got some lovely flower designs on it, so some of this could make a lovely background for the Roxy Journal of Stitchery pieces, and then a different design on the front on a white background. So that is definitely going to be very versatile to use. So at the Myrtleford op shop, pillowcases were 2 for $1, so 50 cents for that particular one. So that's 2 of those. This one looks like a tapestry, but I think the front might be a synthetic, but it's still a really lovely design, so I couldn't go past that. So it's got beautiful purples and bluey sort of greens. I was almost thinking that might go well with my bird piece, but I think I'll stick with that quilted background that I picked out as part of the video. So that's lovely. And then on the back, again, a different design. So another piece of fabric that could be used. And the back is definitely a cotton. And so little blue and purple flowers. So again, got the two pillowcases came together, and then 2 pillowcases for $1. So there we go. And then we've got this one, which is a thicker sort of woven design. So you can see there's a little mark, a little stain there, but that's fine because we'll get a lot of fabric out of this. And so it's got lovely, lovely woven textured piece with swirls and little flowers and leaves and flowers and things. As well, you've also then got this edging as well, which can be repurposed and reused as a trim, a border, an embellishment. And even with these ones, on the back it's just a nice cotton, an off-white cotton that will definitely be able to be repurposed as a background or backing piece. So I've got 2 of those. Let's put those out of the way. And then 2 of these ones. This is a blue cotton, so on the back it's just a regular blue cotton. But again, just really nice and soft, so it's obviously been used a lot. And then some silk trim on these ones, which again I could use sections of like that, or I could use it cut across in other ways, and then also use the blue as well. But you can always find a useful, beautiful, soft blue cotton, or cotton linen in some cases. And we've got 2 more here. These ones have a more modern but vintage look. Paris design on them, so you can see here there's a few little holes in it, and in fact a little bit of, I don't know, it looks like almost, because I've washed these, so it looks like it might have even got a bit of paint on it or something at some point, but that's fine because the whole rest of it is all perfect, and I don't even mind the little holes. They just add to the charm. So you've got beautiful flowers, bird, got your Eiffel Tower, and just all different patchwork style pieces there. And then on the back, another design in blue, almost like Moroccan sort of tile design there, if you can see, hopefully. So that will be great. It's always nice when you have something that's like a patchwork design, because you don't have to patch the pieces together yourself. You've already got a background that has that slow stitchy look to it with no effort by yourself. These ones I thought were kind of fun. I think from the label they're just an old Target one, but they look like they're wool, like really the full textured wool is how they look. So I thought that could be lovely, and even something like this, if I dyed some of it, it could even make some mountain shapes in one of my Roxy Journal of Stitchery pieces. There we are. And then this was just a single European sized pillow. Again, excuse the wrinkles. So with a tan sort of coloured, taupey coloured background, and then some beautiful either roses or camellias. I'm not sure which they're meant to be, but yeah, plenty of them on the design. And again, they'll be great for doing possibly some needle painting with thread over the top of them. Adding sort of, yeah, those details, those stripy bits could be fantastic. And then the back just is the same colour, but then with a stripe through it. And again, it's just really super soft and lovely. So this was a Sheridan, Sheridan pillow. So they make good quality fibres. But usually I just go by the feel. You can tell something that's synthetic, and so you either know whether you're happy to work with a synthetic fabric or not. If it's got a design that I really want, I sometimes don't mind if it's a cotton synthetic. And then this one is a well-loved bed sheet, but I just couldn't resist it because it's just got really lovely floral designs. You can see it's got a little bit of pilling on it in some sections. But I just think that's going to be fantastic to sort of use different sections of it to add into my pieces, and there's just so much of it. So that is all from my haul from Myrtleford Op Shop and the Beechworth Salvation Army Op Shop. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that, and I'll chat to you soon, hopefully with the next instalment in work on my Roxy Journal of Stitchery. Thanks everyone.